All right, so for today's quiz review, we're going to be using the link that's posted in your Google Classroom for Desmos. But before we start going through the Beating Mike Tyson quiz review, let's just go through on the back side of our paper here and take some notes about all the stuff we've learned so far. So we have the mean, right, which is the average. And we find that by figuring out the total and dividing by how many. Then we have the median, which is the middle. But we have two different cases for when we have a middle. If we got an odd number of numbers, then there's one middle. Okay. However, if we have an even number of numbers, we have to find the average of the middle two. So we add the middle two and then divide by 2. Next up, we have the mode, which is a number we see the most. And we have a couple cases about that, right? You can either have one, none, or many modes. Then we have the range, which is the biggest number minus the smallest number. Then we have the Q1, which is the middle of the first half. We have Q3, which is the middle of the second half. And then we have the IQR, which is Q3 minus Q1. Now I want you with something, somehow, some way, show that these two, we'll go like this. We'll box these, point, and we're going to say same rules, right? If there's an odd number of numbers for the first half, then there's one middle. If there's an even number of numbers for the first half, then you have to find the average of the middle too. All right. So after you have these notes on the back, we are going to go ahead and open up our Desmos, and the link should be in your Google Classroom. So you'll click on that link and it should open up to this first page. So you'll answer this question. This is going to be your warm-up for the day if you're in my Math 1 class. So we're going to try and beat Mike Tyson, but in order to get to him, we have to beat a couple of other people. So you got to click as fast as you can in order to defeat Mike Tyson. And everybody is going to have different numbers in this. So slide 3 is where you first start. So you're going to click this start button. And as soon as you do, you need to start clicking the punch button. You got to try and get as many points as you can. So here we go. Let me see how bad I do. Okay, so I ended up getting 81 points. So what I'll do is in my notes here, for that first fight, slide 3, I got 81 points. So I'm going to fill that in. Then I'm going to go to my next fight. And I'm going to do the same thing. Hit the start button and then punch as much as I can in 10 seconds. So in this fight, I got 75 points. So that means in slide 4 for the second fight, I got 75 points. Then what's going to happen is in slide 5, it's going to ask you to find the average of those 2 points. So I need you in your piece of paper to show me your work. So we're going to do the average of those 2 fights. So that means we're going to do 81 plus 75, which gives us 156. And then we divide by 2 because there were 2 numbers, which gives us 78. Okay, and so it even tells you if you're right or wrong when you type that in. Let's hope I'm right because I just did mental math. See, I did it. So now I would go on to the next fight. Okay, so you're going to do that for the rest of this whole thing. once you're done, we'll be able to see that you have finished, and you'll turn in and you'll make sure that we check in your fight paper here, and you'll be able to use this on your quiz tomorrow. All right, that's the end of this video. Good luck, and I'll see you guys next time.